Lakefront Living Realty, Missouri.
It's time for a cup of coffee with Will and Chris at Slumberland Furniture.
And we are live for the 2023 annual Lake West Lighted Christmas Parade here from Sunrise Movers. You're watching on Lake TV. We get started with our friends at Heartland Marine. Look at Santa in the sleigh with his reindeer. We hope you guys have enjoyed the Thanksgiving weekend. Are back at it here. What a way to celebrate the weekend with our Lighted Christmas Parade, the 22nd annual Lighted Christmas Parade from the Lake West Chamber of Commerce, and it's Country Christmas. And we see the Lake West Chamber of Commerce with their float, just awesome. And I believe that's our friends with Polylift Boat Lifts up next. And say hi to our friend Mark Mawson and company. Polylift Boat Lifts, a big proud sponsor, and of course the beautiful parade as we continue. So the Lake West Chamber of Commerce 2023 annual Lighted Christmas Parade underway, and what a great evening here in Laurie for it. And just love the floats and the effort put in. We have about 24 different floats for you. Thanks for tuning in to Lake TV. Of course, Polylift continues now. We did want to remind you the Lake West Chamber of Commerce has been around since 1987. And their focus is business expansion, attraction and tourism, special events, and ways to enhance the quality of life at Lake of the Ozarks. Mike Koningsman and his team have done a wonderful job here tonight. And as we continue, it's an impressive piece of machinery there. It's the Grinch JRE Construction. And, of course, in front of them, our good friends at Premier Advantage Marine. Now, next up, you're going to see our friends at Henson Family Farms with the horse-drawn carriages. Now, listen, folks, these horses are the ones that are giving the carriage rides at the Enchanted Village of Lights that kicked off last Thursday, and they started this weekend, last night and tonight, doing the horse-drawn carriages. So shout out to Henson Family Farms. Go check out those beautiful animals and those carriages right out there at the Enchanted Village of Lights. One of the more exciting Christmas attractions here at Lake of the Ozarks, going on now all the way through January 1st. Goes until 9 o'clock Sunday through Thursday and goes until 10 on Friday and Saturdays. So next up, you're going to see our friend Herb Kick. Now, Herb's got the classic cars here. Really really cool. Herb wanted to be in tonight's parade, and you'll see those beauties. Now, I'm no classic car specialist, but for those of you out there that know what these things are, I'm sure they're impressive. He's got a 2005 Thunderbird, the 1931 Ford Model A, and the 1956 Chevy. Gotta love that. Of course, today's parade is made possible by our sponsors: Benny Media, Lake Expo, Rough Water Dock, Old Kinderhook, Oak Star Bank, Dockworks, Reinhold Electric, Premier Advantage Marine, Concordia Bank, Captain's Choice, Sunrise Abstract and Title Co., Captain Ron's, Mills & Sons Insurance, Deco Insurance, Dugan Paint and Flooring, our friends at Viper Communications, Chances Are, the Morgan County Business District, and Torque Motorsports with Brandon Thornton. Of course, you got to see the lucky dog. So as we continue with our parade, I believe that's the Village of Sunrise Beach coming up next. And the Village of Sunrise Beach, they've seen some new leadership here lately, so big shout out to them for being in our parade here. Get some more information here in my notes prepared by our good friend Mary Pat Brooks, the Village of Sunrise Beach chairwoman, Susan Schneider, and they extend a Christmas message of hope and prosperity for the Christmas season to all the citizens of the West Side, and they're looking forward to growth in their community in 2024. And there's our good buddy Mark with Ozarks Cat and Canine Shelter. Of course, Ozarks Cat and Canine Shelter, the great animal shelter with the thrift store right here in Sunrise Beach. You can watch Furry Friends each week here on Lake TV during happy hour with DJ Kyle Miller and our crew here. David Leatherberry is switching and directing here in the truck. Andrew Evans running camera out there in the streets. I'm William Holtz, and David Leatherberry, who's switching, like I said, right here next to me. He also works on Furry Friends each week. He puts that together and shoots that. So, and next up, it is the American Legion Post 624. They got their bikes out in full force. Gotta love that. The 6 motorcycles located here in Laurie. They're all veterans and family members who are enthusiasts when it comes to their motorcycles. They love to participate in parades, motorcycle events, and support their community in any way that is possible. That's the American Legion Post 624 Legion Riders. And of course, you can't mistake in who's coming up next as we continue to look at the American Legion Post 624. It's the Lake of the Ozarks Jeep Club. See them in just about all of the parades. If you've been to those, 7 different Jeeps in tonight's parade, and this organization was established in 2016, and they love to support local charities. This is their 3rd consecutive year participating in the annual Laurie Lighted Christmas Parade. So thank you to the Lake of the Ozarks Jeep Club. Now, we told you about the Enchanted Village of Lights, but don't forget, you can also check out the Festival of Lights at St. Patrick's Catholic Church. Pretty awesome. Those started this weekend, and those are a sight to behold in themselves. So make sure you get out there, as well as the Enchanted Village of Lights. Did want to give a few shout-outs. Of course, the Laurie Mall tonight, a lot going on. Next up, it's LPS Towing. That is LPS Towing. Now, that's not all they do. They also are involved in security. Lake Public Safety. They have this big tow truck you see there, but also fully insured commercial security, home checks, on-site security for events, lockouts, and towing as well. So as we move right along, you're going to see Montgomery Baptist there. Montgomery Baptist, located off Boot Drive in Camdenton. They say, come worship with us. On Sundays at 9:30 is Sunday school, 10:30 church, and lots of fellowship. They want you to help them spread their love and faith. That's Montgomery Baptist. Thank you for attending, our friends. Next up, after Montgomery Baptist, still getting a look at the Jeep Club. And there's some dead reindeer and snowman, it looks like, in the back of that Jeep. So LPS towing, Lake Premier Security as well. And then we had Montgomery Church. Now, hey, that's U.S. Disaster going to be coming up next. U.S. Disaster, can't miss them. Locally owned company in Osage Beach, and they love to address your mitigation needs: water, fire, mold, and storm damage. They got 24/7 service line. That's U.S. Disaster Restoration, and I gotta love that right there on the trailer. You might also be watching today's parade on the LOZ app. Big shout out to our friends at the LOZ app. And as you see in the bottom right corner of your screen, all of these businesses made today's parade possible. So we thank Oak Star Bank. And hey, look, it's our good friends at Central Ozarks Medical Center. They are awesome. The folks at Central Ozarks Medical Center, numerous locations, including right here at the Laurie Mall. Also, shout out to Ace Porter's Hardware Store, Sunrise Bible Church. In today's parade, we have a big-time vehicle coming up here next. Also, give a shout-out to the Bruce and Kelly real estate team. And it's another look at U.S. Disaster. Pretty tree on there. U.S. Disaster, fire, mold, water damage, and more with their 24/7 service line. Right here, live on Highway 5, it's the annual Laurie Lighted Christmas Parade, or the Lake West Lighted Christmas Parade, presented by the Lake West Chamber of Commerce. As you see, our supporting sponsors in the bottom right corner: Benny Media, Captain Ron's, and tell you what, the attendance really great for this time of year. Also, shout out to Captain's Choice. Wow, that's an impressive looking truck. I think that's the Grinch in there, believe it or not. That's the Grinch. He looks grouchy. There's no doubt about that. That could be Torque Motorsports with those impressive trucks. I believe that is Torque Motorsports. In front of them, I think it was Dugan Flooring and Paint. Our good friend over there, Chris Bear with Dugan's Paint and Flooring, the good folks not only sponsoring the parade, but also part of the parade. Also, Mills & Sons Insurance. As we continue, who's up next here, and that is the Branding Iron. Big shout out to our friend Elena and the Branding Iron. Open year-round. They love to support their community. Great food. And I believe up next it's going to be Lake Days Rentals. No, it's our good friend Marty's Marine, rather. Marty's Marine. Another one of the great family-owned marinas down here at Lake of the Ozarks. They'll take care of you year-round, and I know people are busy getting their boat winterized. It's almost too late in the season to get your boat winterized, but I know our local marinas, including Marty's, would love to take care of you. Next up, it's Lake Days Rentals, vacation rental professionals. Pamela Quinn and her staff do a great job. Lake Day Rentals. Hey, listen, if Lake Days sounds familiar, you probably see their vehicles driving all over, but if you're in the investment industry and you've got a lake house you're looking at renting out, Lake Days Rentals is the choice for you. They do a great job from start to finish, just easing that process for you homeowners and investors that are looking at turning your lake property into a nightly rental. And next up, you can't have a Lake West parade without Sunrise Beach Fire Protection District and Como Connect. Right there is the Sunrise Beach Fire Protection District. Such a diverse layout here around Lake of the Ozarks with our roads. Got to tip your cap to our local fire districts, especially the Sunrise Beach Fire Protection District you see there, followed by Como Connect. You could be watching tonight's parade live on Como Connect. We love the folks over there at Como Connect, a strong partner of ours right here at Lake TV, have been for many years, and they do a great job here on the west side of the lake and beyond. Electricity, internet, TV, phone service, works to support its community through economic, civic, and educational opportunities. Como Connect wishes everyone a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and highly recommends you keep watching Lake TV, Channel 90 on Como Connect. And, of course, we told you, Sunrise Beach Fire Protection District, pretty awesome. And we're getting a look now at the Sunrise Bible Church. Pastor Nick Stutzman and his family and staff do a great job. Listen, special thanks to Santa and Mrs. Claus, Mark Mawson, our Christmas Parade chairman. Man, that guy does not stop working. Nikki O'Connell with our parade entries and mall decorations. Mike Koningsman, he's with the Lake West Chamber of Commerce, their executive director, parade entries, getting signs done. Also, Lake West Signs for getting our signs done on last minute. Mary Pat Brooks was phenomenal as we continue to look at Sunrise Bible Church. Everyone who participated in our 22nd annual lighted Christmas parade, and all of you who came out to see the parade. Jeff at the Laurie Mall, Constance Hoffman with COMC for providing hot chocolate activities after the parade. So make sure you go to the mall for hot chocolate activities and more after the parade. And then also Robin Bear, Nikki O'Connell, Kevin Hutchins, and Jeff Williams for the incredible mall decorations. And listen, want to remind everybody, be sure to visit the Enchanted Village Lights at the Laurie Fairgrounds and visit the Festival Lights at the St. Patrick Catholic Church and Mother's Shrine off Highway 5. Uh-oh, so we got a little fun going here as the Laurie police officer is Sunrise Beach Police says, hey, I'm not wanting to pull anybody over. It's out of my jurisdiction, but want to keep everybody safe. Hey, what a well-attended parade here. As you see the cars that it lined up, a big shout out to all of you who tuned in. Of course, our parade sponsors that you've seen their logo, bottom right corner the entire time. Thank you for making this possible. And a big shout out to Lake West Chamber of Commerce for all they've done. As you see the cars packing the 22nd annual Lake West Chamber Lighted Christmas Parade continues here and gets bigger and bigger each year, my friends. I'm so thankful that you guys have tuned in. We appreciate you supporting the Lake West Chamber of Commerce, whether you've attended, whether you've watched, whether you've sponsored, or even had a float in this year's parade. We hope everybody has a blessed Thanksgiving weekend as we look forward to Christmas. A reminder, my friends, if you're watching Lake TV, tune back in 2 weeks from today, Saturday, December 9th. It's the Lake Ozark annual Christmas parade from the historic Bagnell Dam Strip. We'll be live with my good buddy Kevin